Hello everybody, welcome back to FYI. Now, this episode I'm shooting today is something I've been dying to do. Like, literally, I couldn't wait to shoot this particular episode. Now, some of you know how my YouTube journey has been. It took me a minute to actually start. And even though I'd had this dream for a very long time, it was hard for me to actually start. But hey, I was able to put myself together, hit myself on the butt, and here I am officially. I'm a YouTuber. And the video I'm doing today is how I got my first 1,000 subscribers. Drum roll. Yeah, so welcome guys and follow me on this journey. Now, I did a video, my very first YouTube video, and I talked about how my journey had been. The fact that I had wanted to do this for years and I never got myself to that point where I was finally settled and ready and able to start. Okay, for links to the video, just check the description page and you'd find it. So eventually, I started. And guess what? People do videos about how they hit their first 100 subscribers, 200 subscribers, 500 subscribers, but I wanted to do a video of how I hit my first 1,000 subscribers. Now, this is how it happened. When I first started, right, I put out a very personal message about what I wanted to do. You know, I talked about the fact that I had struggled to start. You know, I had my fears, I had my insecurities, I had my doubts, you know, all those things that always come up that hinder us from achieving purpose and our goals. You know, so I put together a very personal message. I talked about the fact that this means a lot to me and that I was eventually going to start. And then I sent this message out to all of my contacts, you know, and with that, I released my first video because I had my first link attached to that message and it was awesome. The reception was superb and it was really, really great. I was so thrilled. Guess what? In less than 24 hours, I had over 100 subscribers and I was like, wow. Because when I first started, in my mind, I was like, I probably would hit 1,000 subscribers in like, say, 4 months or 5 months or maybe 3 months. But after I hit 100 plus subscribers in less than 24 hours, I told myself, this is going to be super easy. I'm pretty sure at this rate, in 1 month, I would have hit 1,000 subscribers. But guess what? That was a fat lie. Literally, that was a fat lie because it didn't happen that way. It did not happen that way. But here's what I did. To the message I sent out, I sent it to my friends, to my family, to people who love me, to people who support me, and all of them jumped on the bandwagon and then they subscribed to my page, my channel. Now, I felt every other person would be that receptive, but that was not the case. So growth was a bit slow, and I realized that after 3 months had expired, I still was struggling with about 300 subscribers. I had moments of fear. I had moments of, did I make the right decision? I had moments where I doubted myself. I had moments where I was so discouraged. But one thing kept me going, passion. My passion never diminished. Even moments where I felt gloomy, I dusted myself back up and I hit the road running. And I didn't stop. You know, so I thought to myself, okay, what more can I do that would make me, you know, be more in people's faces, that would make people know more about what I do? Because I try to put out content that helps people, that guides people, you know, and puts them on the path to doing and achieving what it is they want to achieve. I'm like, people need to know about this information, so how do I get it out there? You know, so I kept speaking with my team and we came up with, you know, loads of models and all of that to follow to aid this purpose. Eventually, we decided to start running ad campaigns. Now I'm giving you steps, you know, that enabled me reach 1,000 subscribers quicker than I had thought I would. So here are the steps that led me to getting my very first 1,000 subscribers. Number one, my first video had a personal message attached to it. Now, this message must come from your heart, because when people read messages you send out, they could actually tell what place you're coming from. This message must be from your heart. It must come from a place of passion. It must come from a place of purpose. It must come from a place that has a futuristic goal. That was the exact same message I sent out with my first official link. Number two, I embarked on a lot of social media campaigns. Like, I made sure I always had word put out there so people would know about my channel, know about me, know about what I'm doing and all of that stuff. They need to know that what you're offering to them is important. You need to give your subscribers, you need to give people a reason to want to subscribe to you. I mean, people are busy. People have lives to live. People have jobs to go to. So if people should subscribe to your channel and see your content, you want to give them a very good reason why they should do that. Another thing I did was sending out broadcast messages. Now, I'm going to speak a little on that. I'm somebody who loves to mind his business, so I would never, before I started YouTube, I don't think I'd ever sent out a broadcast message on WhatsApp. I really don't think I have, because honestly, I don't like broadcast messages. But once I started YouTube, the need to send out broadcast messages became inevitable. It's something I had to do. When I first started, when I have a new video out and I put the broadcast message to send to my contact, I would be like, oh God, here I go. Should I send? Should I not send? And I'll be like, oh gosh, I've sent it. But right now I'm like a pro. Matter of fact, WhatsApp should start paying me for using broadcast messages, because it's on a whole nother level right now. I don't hesitate. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? You block me or you disregard it, but sending out broadcast messages, I will send. Make use of it, okay? Make use of your entire social media platforms, your Twitter, your Facebook, even LinkedIn. Everything that has to do with social media, make use of it to put yourself out there. Another thing I do is making use of paid advertisements. Once you make use of paid advertisement, they put your content out there. So people, accidentally stumble on your content. Now people get to see things they like. When people see things they can relate to, trust me, they will click on the link, follow the link to your YouTube, and by the time they see your video, if they like what they see, I can guarantee you that they would subscribe to your channel. Another thing I did was I made use of special apps. I made use of the YouTube, oh gosh, what's the name of this app? Okay, I made use of the YouTube tracker, I made use of TubeBuddy, and of course the YouTube Studio app. Those are the 3 apps I use, and trust me, they are very vital and very fundamental, at least for my growth, and anybody who uses YouTube, I'm sure you can relate. Those are the apps I use. It enables you to track your videos. You know how they're doing. You know how people are subscribing to you. You know whether your SEO is on point. You know whether you're reaching the right geography of people you want to reach. Basically, it just keeps you on your toes with regards to your YouTube channel. You know how everything is happening. You know the amount of people who are watching your videos, how they are watching it, how long they are watching it for, because you need all those details to enable you do better, with time. You need all those details to enable you plan better and know, okay, what niche it is you're going to be dwelling on, particularly what people are more acclimated to, and all of that stuff. Another thing I did was recognizing what my niche is. Now, for FYI, I try to always inform people, educate people, give them advices on things they should do or things they should not do, bring certain information their way. I talk about lifestyle, I talk about grooming, particularly for men, and stuff like that. So have you discovered your niche? Because by the time you discover your niche, people will know that, okay, if I'm subscribed to this person, he always talks about this or she always talks about that. So very important, try to get a niche for yourself. Another point is make sure you network. I was able to, get introduced to other groups of fellow YouTubers, young YouTubers who are trying to grow, young YouTubers who are, reaching a certain mark in their careers in terms of YouTube, and stuff like that. And there's this thing of you touch my back or you water my back, I water your back. I think that's what they say, So get in the mix. Get in line with people, who think like you, who do what you do, who also want to grow. Iron sharpeneth iron, and that's exactly what I did. So I'm, right now as I speak to you, I'm in about 3 to 4 groups of other YouTubers like me. Some of them are just starting, some of them have come as far as I have, some of them are still, in between deciding whether to keep doing it or not. But get yourself in the mix of people who do what you do. You'll be able to learn from each other, you'll be able to progress and grow together. You'd also be encouraged. Also, very fundamentally, you would know that people are also going through the challenges that you are experiencing. Okay, because trust me, this YouTube thing is not an easy journey. It takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of money, I mean, eventually, yeah, you would make money from it, eventually, if you reach and cross the threshold, right? But before you get to that point, it's a struggle. I'm not even going to lie to you and tell you it's simple, because it's not. You know, you have to put in a lot of work, and then you really need to be passionate about it to actually grow. Okay, so this is something I'm passionate about, because in spite of all the numerous things I do, here I am shooting a video, and I shoot videos every single week. It's a lot to do, you know. So if it's something you want to do, you need to make sure that your heart is in it. Know that you're in it to win it. You don't just want to do it because every other person is doing it. It takes a lot of work. So be ready before you start. Okay, so that's my story. If you have other questions, feel very free to drop your questions in the comment section. I'll definitely reach out to you, answer your questions. You know, if there's anything you think I've missed out, feel very free to throw your questions. Hit us up at FYI and I'll get right back to you. So now this is me celebrating 1,000 subscribers after about 7 months, something I thought I would achieve in 2 or 3 months, you know, but here I am. And I believe that hopefully in another 7 months, I'll be doing another video of how I've hit my first 10,000 subscribers, and next up would be 100,000 subscribers. Yeah, I know, right? I'm gonna meet you there. Thank you guys for watching. Remember, like I always say, make somebody smile today, because it doesn't cost you anything. Always lots of love from over here. Thank you guys.